while there's moonlight and music and love and romance. But let's face the music and dance before the fiddlers have fled, before they ask us to pay the bill, and while we still have the chance, let's face the music and dance. Soon we'll be without the moon, humming a different tune, and then there may be teardrops to shed. So while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. Let's face the music and dance. Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It's Friday evening. I got this live stream started a little later than I wanted to. I was trying to get this out at 9 o'clock, but just got back from getting some dinner and I just ran a little bit behind. So hope everyone's having a good end of the week. It's Friday. This weekend is New York Comic Con. Today was the first day of the Comic Con. I was watching some of the live streams, whatnot. Did some live streams and there were some books for sale. I did grab a couple books tonight, or rather today during the day. I had to set my alarm. I was able to pick up a couple things, so I'll talk about that. Yeah, that was some good old Nat King Cole, by the way. I also have some books to show off tonight. I didn't get a chance to do that last night. I was doing more of the review of the Cover Price top 20 list. I was also doing a kind of a slight overview of some of the exclusives from the New York Comic Con. Some really cool looking books. Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to go to New York these days. I think New York's a little too dangerous. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't like crowds. I don't like going places where there's a ton of people. I felt very claustrophobic when I went to MegaCon. I went there, man, that was probably 3 or 4 years ago, at least 3 years ago, I think. I think it was 3 years ago. I went to MegaCon. Yeah, I met some cool people. I met some of the other YouTube creators, and it was just so crowded. Oh man, it was crazy. So yeah, I'm just kind of a homebody, I guess. I don't know. I don't see myself going to too many comic book conventions. So I buy stuff online. That's the beauty of the internet these days is you can buy most of the exclusives through a retailer, through an online deal or a whatnot auction, eBay Live now. So there's a lot of different platforms for buying exclusives so that you don't have to attend the Comic Con. Now, of course, you probably get a little bit better deal when you attend the Comic Con. You're not paying shipping. It's typically a lot of the books are anywhere from $20 to $30 most of the time. So you do get a little bit better deal by going to the con. But you're spending, unless you live in New York, you're spending airfare, hotel accommodations. It's not cheap. Plus the tickets to go to the con every day. It's definitely a cost prohibitive thing. So yeah, I'll stick to staying down in my little abode down here in Tampa and let everyone else travel and all that. I hate traveling. I hate airports. I hate being on airplanes. I don't know. I hate all that stuff. All right. We're going to be reviewing, first off, CBSI's Hot 10 list for the week. These are the books that are on people's radars for one reason or another. The list is not, there's no write-up on each of these books, so I'm going to give you my write-up on it or my take on the book. So hopefully that will help. Let me click on the right thing here. Go Hot 10 list. Yeah, we always have pop-ups to deal with. Yep, October 10th. That's the right date. All right, we always start off with the honorable mentions. First one is Young Allies number 6. That is an Art Adams variant. I think that was a 1 in 50 variant from back in, I think that book came out in 2019. Let me see if I can. So while I'm going to review each of these books, I'm also going to look them up on eBay and just see if there's any listings. This book might not. There should at least be one listing, shouldn't there be? It'd be kind of nuts if there wasn't. Man, there is no listing. There is no listing of this book. Holy crap. All right, let me look and see when the last completed sale. There's probably a sale in the last couple months. Yeah, there was a sale on October 9th. So that's why this is showing up. That's why this is showing up on the Hot 10 list. Art Adams. I'm trying to just check to make sure. I think this was an incentive ratio. Yeah, it just. I'm looking at the CGC label. There's only been 2 sales in this past year. September there was a sale of a 9.4 for $1,000. It was just a 1 bid. Looks like only 1 bid on that one. There was another. It was a buy it now, and they bought it at the asking price, $2,499. So $2,500 for a 9.6. White Pages. I was trying to. Let me see if I can look at the original listing. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, it just says variant edition. I've got it. I think this was like a 1 in 50 incentive variant. I'm pretty sure it was. Obviously, and the year it came out was what? What year was that? 2011? Yeah, 2011, I believe. January of 2011. So just a low print run book. The cover's good. I mean, I think it's decent cover. I got to be honest. I like Art Adams' Godzilla covers much better. I'm a big fan. I'm a bigger fan of Godzilla covers by Art Adams. But man, that book is going for some serious money now. $2,500. Yeah, I don't know why they're saying $1,750. I don't think that's correct. I looked on the eBay. It said it didn't say that an offer was accepted. It said it sold for $2,500. So I think they got the information wrong on that. $1,750. I don't know. I think it might be $2,500. And again, it's saying the last sold in May for $1,500. That's incorrect as well. September, there is that 9.4 that sold for $1,000. So I don't know where they're getting this information from. I don't know if they're looking at. They must not be looking at eBay. Maybe they're looking at Heritage Auctions or somewhere else. I don't know. It's kind of odd. But again, yeah, kind of a cool book. Definitely very, very rare. And there is a lot of Art Adams collectors out there. So that's one of those obscure books that might be a grail for a lot of people. So that's why they're willing to spend that kind of dollar on a pretty modern book. I mean, 2011 is not that old. All right, next book on the list is Danger Girl number 2. This is the Ruby Red variant. Sold at auction for $29.05 recently. Let me just make sure. Let me see if that's on eBay. Now I feel like I need to check everything because the last thing wasn't correct. Danger Girl number 2. Looks like there is a current listing of one, a 9.8, an older label 9.8 for $500 from the UK, a seller from the UK. Let me check. Sold listings. Yeah, so like CBSI is saying ruby red. It's considered the smoking gun cover. That's technically what it's considered. October 10th, there was a $200 asking price on a buy it now auction, or a buy it now rather, and somebody made an offer and it was accepted, a little less than 200. So yeah, I would say that's comfortably maybe a $200 book, right? Now, October 9th, there was an auction, 15 bids, $420 for that book. Now that one says it was the Platinum Edition foil variant. So I don't know. Is the one pictured a foil variant? Huh. I'm kind of confused here then. It looks like the foil variant, the one pictured here by Comic Book Invest, but that definitely did not sell for $29.05. It's sold for $420. So I don't know. Oh, I do see. Okay, you're right. All right, let me correct myself. There was a listing back that sold back on October 9th. It's the Cliffhanger Ruby Red variant. They look the same though. I can't tell a difference. What the hell is the difference? There is the Ruby Red, maybe a little darker red cover, maybe. I think that might be it. Slightly darker cover. And it's considered number 1 of 400. That one, 31 bids. Somebody ended up winning it for $29.05, $2,905. And apparently, the last time that book sold was in 2022, right after the height of the pandemic. That sold for $7,000. Jeez, I don't know. I don't get it, man. Like, really, if you got $3,000 to spend on a comic book, that's the book you're buying. I guess if you're a big J. Scott Campbell fan, that maybe it's a big grail for you, and that's the book that you're going after and spending years trying to track down. I don't know. That poor soul that bought a 9.8 for $7,000 back in 2022. Holy crap. Now that sale of $29.05, that was an ungraded raw book, not graded. It looks pretty good though. I don't know, from just eyesight, it looks pretty high grade, but that's just crazy. What can I tell you? J. Scott Campbell fans are a little nuts. They will spend the money on those books, especially if they're extremely rare. All right, moving on to our top 10 list. We got Disavowed #1. This is the 1 in 25 by our good friend Svetla Shubina. I talk about her quite often on the show. She's definitely cornered that pinup. I mean, there's a lot of artists that do that pinup type cover, but man, her pinups are really, really good, and they're popular. She's got a huge following. A lot of people will buy her covers now. I'm one of them. I'm one of those people that will chase down a lot of her covers. But that one is another book from Massive Publishing. They obviously like Shubina because they use her quite often on a lot of the books, especially Pinocalypse. They've used her basically for every issue, doing the incentive covers. It's averaging $140. Pretty darn good. If I look at eBay right now, let's see what the current listings are. 125. There's one listing from Canada for $112 plus $10 shipping, so there's $122. Another one for $112 plus $6 shipping. Another one for $130. Another one for $130. There's one for $109, $110 basically plus $10 shipping. $125 free shipping. So it looks like there's about 6 listings right now. So I don't know where, maybe when CBSI was researching this, it was averaging $140. That's dropped. I'd say it's averaging about $125 to $130 at this point. But pretty close. $10 off isn't a big deal. Yeah, nice cover. Shabina's definitely seems like she's got staying power. She's got a couple really nice New York Comic Con exclusives, by the way. I talked about them last night. I'm going to mention them again. I'm going to kind of go through some of those exclusives again later in the show. I'm also going to highlight some books, show off some real books that I got here this week. Number 9 is Avengers Annual number 10, first appearance of Rogue. 20 copies sold this week, up 45%. Average price around $102. Raw high price of $126. And 9.8 sold recently for $411. Yeah, I mean, that's a great book, no doubt about it. I've got one on the wall. Let me grab it. My copy is pretty nice. One of a couple of Avenger books I have on the wall. I'll show this real quick. So I've got my copy right here. It's a good copy. The red on the book is not exactly dark red like I would like. I mean, it's still pretty good. But a nice clean copy, no spine ticks. I'm one of those people that loves to buy a book with either very little spine ticks or maybe one or two are allowed. I think there's just one or two on this book. There's one like right there, and there's one down here. So it's probably like a 9.2 to 9.4 copy. It's not a 9.6 or a 9.8 by any means, but it's a nice clean copy. I mean, it looks great, especially in my light. It looks pretty minty. So yeah, that was a book I bought years ago. I think I only paid like $30 or $40 for it. I probably got that book at least 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah, I think I paid like and that was kind of the average price for a very fine to near mint minus for that book. Was around $40 to $50. So I think I paid about $40 for that. And now, yeah, it's a $100 book, pretty much easily, 100 to 120. Good, definitely a good book. Let me give a couple shout outs to here in the chat. We got Luis Ramirez 956. Good to see you, Luis. We got Larry Joe. Have you seen Svetva's Good Boy Red Moon over Kyoto number 2 Kickstarter variant? I don't know that I've seen that. I think I do. There's my good friend D. I believe I have something coming to me. D picked up a Good Boy Shabina cover for me. I don't know if it's that one. I don't think it's that one. Red Moon over Kyoto. I'm not too certain what that is. It definitely wasn't a Kickstarter, I don't think. Yeah, well, let's take a look at that book. I'd like to see what that looks like. So hang with me, Larry Joe. I'm going to take a look in a minute. Let's take a look at that book. But right now, let's finish up with this Hot 10 list. So Avengers Annual number 10 is number 9 on the list. Number 8 is The Simpsons Comics and Stories, number 1. Not too expensive book, averaging $15, a high sale of $20. That book's on the move lately. I mean, Simpsons it's always going to be something to be collected. I think that's still the longest running TV show of all time is The Simpsons. I'm pretty sure 30 some years. I don't know. I do I do remember watching the first season of The Simpsons. Man, is that 30 years ago? I was in my 20s. Whew. Man, time flies. Yeah, I think that's at least 30 years ago. Cool book. I mean, I like the cover. I mean, Simpsons, can't go wrong with Simpsons. Number 7, Mr. Terrific Year One. I highlighted this. I talked about this book briefly last night because it was also on Cover Price's top 20 list. I don't think there's anything special about the cover. I mean, no, I'm not knocking anything against Delandro here, but it's kind of, yeah, it's an okay cover. Averaging $21 sale, high 25. I'm not a huge fan of Mr. Terrific. I think the best cover is that Alex Ross cover. I think I have that somewhere in a box. There's a pretty well-known Alex Ross cover with him wearing the jacket. It's got Mr. Terrific down the sleeve. Yeah, a lot of people know that cover. That's kind of my favorite Mr. Terrific. I'm not a huge fan. I don't know. I did see that movie that he was in, the new Superman movie. I didn't like the movie that much. I didn't think it was that great. Mr. Terrific, I mean, he was okay. He definitely was a side character. Yeah, I don't know. Something about that movie, it was just a little too, I don't know. I guess I like the Henry Cavill Superman better, and I just like the Zack Snyder Superman. I don't know. Maybe I like him darker. I don't know. I don't care for the light comedy bent on Superman. Number 6 is Afterlife with Archie. Number 1. Yeah, I mean, I like a good Frankenbilia cover. That's a great cover. Averaging $22, high sale of 40. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of Archie books. I have a few, mostly because I bought them because they had cool covers, or I think I have several of those metal Archie covers. Stadium Comics would do those quite often. I don't see too many of them anymore. They still do Archie covers, but they used to do like these the metal Archie covers, and there'd only be like 10. They would have a special thing with $50 or $60, and they would only have 10 copies available. So I know the print run on the metal covers, the Archie metal covers, are very, very low. I've got a bunch of them. I probably have 5 or 6 of those. I'm just going to hold on to them. Long term, who knows? Who knows? There's only 10 of them out there. So once in a while, you'll see one pop up on eBay for sale. And I'm thinking to myself, what's one of those 10? I know it wasn't me that sold it. I didn't put my listing there, but one of 10 people decided to sell their copy, I guess. Number 5 is Absolute Batman. Number 8, I definitely have a couple copies of that. That was first appearance of Mr. Freeze. Averaging $8, high of 25. Yeah, it's a cool cover, though. I like that cover by Dragata. Very nice. Very, very cool. Basically, I've decided, with Absolute Batman, I was collecting the first 10 issues. Absolute Superman, I think I only collected like the first 5 issues. I think same thing with Absolute Wonder Woman, maybe the first 5 issues. But yeah, I've kind of went a little longer. I think I collected the first 10 to 12 copies, or the first 10 to 12 issues of Absolute Batman. Definitely my favorite of the Absolute series. Yeah, we'll see if this has any staying power. I don't know. I don't know if these prices are going to hold. Number 4 on the list is another Absolute Batman book. There's a couple of them on the list here. Number 6, another great cover there by Dragata, averaging $14 per issue, high of 25. I definitely have that one in the collection as well. And number 3 is Absolute Batman number 10. I believe that might be the first appearance of Bane, Absolute Bane. Obviously, Absolute Batman number 13 is also a hot book this this week, especially with all the exclusives at New York Comic Con, because it has the first appearance of Absolute Catwoman and Harley Quinn. So yeah, this so far collectors are digging the Absolute Batman stuff. I mean, you don't see too many people talking about Absolute Wonder Woman or Superman as much, but Batman definitely, that seems to be the go-to. Number 2 is Action Comics number 598, selling for $22. 98 sold for $160. Let me see if there's any special on that book. I'm looking up eBay right now. First appearance of Checkmate. Checkmate appeared in the Peacemaker show, which just ended, by the way. And by the way, apparently the last episode was very disappointing. I see a lot of people are posting very, very bad comments about the season-ending episode of season 2 of Peacemaker. I think I watched the first 3 or 4 episodes of the first season, and I just kind of, I don't know. I didn't keep up with it, I guess. I guess it didn't grab my attention that much. Oh, Larry Joe. So, yeah, awesome. Dee's picking up some books for you as well. Very good. Yeah, Superman was disappointing. Hey, there's my friend Kenneth Berg. Good to see you, Kenneth. All right, so Action Comics 598. That could be a book you might find in a back issue bin at your local comic book shop. I'm trying to think if that's one that I would be able to find. There is 1 or 2 shops in the Tampa area that have a lot of back issues. I don't know if they'll have that one. That might be worth checking in to see. It's probably, I don't think it's $1 book, but it might. A lot of times they'll have them priced at $4 to $5 for those type of back issues. That wouldn't be a bad deal. $4 to $5 book that's worth $22. Maybe I'll swing by one of those shops and see if they have that one. Who knows? It's a shot in the dark, but you never know. And number 1 on the list is Salvation Run, number 1. DC comic book. Let's see, 100 sales this week. Price is up 9,900% to a high of $11. So that basically means it was $1 book, I guess. I'm not familiar with this title, Salvation Run. Let me look it up here. Salvation Run number 1. And there's a pretty cool Neal Adams 1 in 10 variant from that, Salvation Run number 7. I see a bunch of new listings. People are pulling. Whenever a book gets hot and it makes a top 10 list, you'll see a lot of new listings. There's like 4 new listings that just popped in up tonight, basically. And a lot of it is the full run, issues 1 through 7. I think it is a tie-in to that Peacemaker show. James Gunn, good old James Gunn. Yeah, there's a lot of listings, brand new listings, basically. But that 1 in 10 by Neal Adams, that might be one to chase down, because I only see a couple of them on eBay. There's a 9.8 that they're asking $1,000, and there is a raw high grade. It says raw, very high grade, or very hard to find rather, but it's a raw copy for $200. Again, that might be a good book to look for in a back issue bin. I don't know, Salvation Run. It's definitely an obscure book. The Neal Adams cover is pretty cool, though. The 1 in 10 Neal Adams cover for Salvation Run number 7. And that was the last issue, by the way, issue number 7. So that's kind of cool. All right. So that's on there because of Peacemaker, tying into that Peacemaker show. All right, those are your top. There's your hot 10 list from CBSI. Yeah, it's a decent list. Some nice Absolute Batman books on there. I do like that Afterlife with Archie Francavilla cover. I may have to look for that one. That one looks kind of cool. I like that they put an older book on there, Avengers Annual number 10, first appearance of Rogue. And you got another Shabina cover. Shabina's on a lot of hot 10 lists, if you haven't noticed. If you haven't noticed, she's on a lot of hot 10 lists. And that's where I'm going next. Let's go to her website, shall we? I don't know if I've done that yet. Gone to her website. Shabina. See if I type it in correctly here. Good girl art. That's what she specializes in. Good girl art or bad girl art, whatever suits you. So when you page down, here's the New York Comic Con exclusive for Panocalypse number 1. This is a new cover by Shabina that premiered just this week. And apparently it's hot. It's one of the hot sellers at the con. I don't know if they're releasing a certain amount each day of the con of this. I know they were releasing a small amount online. Today at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 7 p.m. my time, I was able to luckily grab the metal variant, which is cool. It sold out pretty damn quick. Only 20 copies, so there was 20 people doing what I was doing at 7 p.m. tonight, sitting by your laptop or your computer, refreshing, and I got nervous because notice, look at the payment. I didn't know this. I didn't know that there was a more payment option here. I clicked on PayPal. And there is a button down here that says more payment options. So I clicked on PayPal. I was very nervous. I was very anxious, because I knew this book was going to sell out very, very quickly. And it takes you to PayPal. And for some reason, PayPal it never pre-fills my phone number. So I'm clicking, thinking I'm buying it. And then it goes up to the screen and asks for my phone number. Oh man, that made me so nervous. I pre-filled my phone number in there, clicked, and I was able to get it. But it was nerve-wracking. Oh my god, that's why I'm drinking a nice THC drink right now. I'm trying to de-stress, trying to mellow out a little bit. But it's a nice cover. I love it. I also have the foil. I was able to pick up the foil last week. They had I think it was with, shout out to Brian, what's his name? McKay? Is it McKay? Brian McKay? I think it is. I don't know. I follow him on Instagram. I've chimed in on his shows. Yeah, Brian McClay. I'm sorry, Brian McClay. He has that Beyond Wednesday show that he does. He does a YouTube channel the right way. He always makes sure that he has other panelists and other guests. He does things in advance. I don't know if he writes I don't think he writes a script. I think they kind of free ball it quite a bit, but he seems to be more organized than I am. He's definitely better technology-wise. Like, he does things through his computer. I'm on a laptop. I don't have any bells and whistles. I don't have effects. It's just me in my comic book room with the lights behind me and, very basic stuff. So shout out to Brian McClay. He provided a link to the foil version of this last Wednesday. So I did grab the foil, which I think was pretty damn limited as well. What was the print run? Yeah, 30 copies only. God, that is so little. It's just crazy. I don't know. I don't know what these are going. I've not seen the foil or the metal covers on eBay yet, so I don't know if that's going to happen at some point. I'm sure there'll be somebody that will throw one up on eBay. But I've got the foil and the metal cover, so I got very lucky. I was very, very nervous. I knew that metal cover was going to sell very, very quickly, and it did. I think by 7:02 it was gone, maybe 7:01. It was, yeah, that was a little stressful. D says they're only selling the New York Comic Con SPETBA online. The books didn't get printed into. Oh, okay. So they're not going to be at the show. Thank you, D, for telling me that. I think you did tell me that earlier. I don't know why I just didn't think of that. So they had an issue with the printers. So there will be a delay on getting those. Yeah, I mean, the regular sets went fast too. So yeah, hey, in the next few weeks, probably by the end of October, maybe beginning of November, I should have that in hand to show off on the show on my channel. So stay tuned. The foil and the metal cover should be nice. That'll be nice to have in hand. I'm I feel very, very fortunate that I was able to secure those. But of course, they weren't cheap. There's my good friend Marcus. Good to see you, Marcus. All right. So there we are. Pinocalypse #1. All sold out. The other one I was looking to get was, I don't think they have it on here. There's a Marion Heretic Shabina cover. It might be on Rabbit. Is it Rabbit Comics? I think one of these is going to be offering. I think it's either Rabbit or Bird City. Yeah, I don't. Maybe they're not really participating in New York Comic. I don't see any exclusives here. I don't know where that book's going to show up. That's something I'm going to have to research. I definitely want to get that Marion Heretic Shabina cover. I need to find out where that's going to be released. D, if you know, chime in the chat. He probably follows Shabina closer than I do, even. But I guess I could Google it. I don't know what. Let's take a look here. Marion Heretic #1, and we'll just type in Shabina. Let's see what comes up. Well, that's the Suspiria. Yeah, I could have swore there was a. Oh, here we go. This is a website. Now, I don't know if that's a good price or not. Mayer's Parrot Comics has a Spot UV variant, New York Comic Con, for $60. That's probably double what it's going for at the con. I would imagine at the con that's probably a $25, $30 book. So maybe this is the only place to get it, though. I've never heard of this place, Mayer's Parrot Comics. I've never bought a thing from them. I've never heard of them before. I don't know if they're a reputable seller or not. D says it's at the con only. Okay. Or it's at the con only, or it's at this parrot, Mayer's Parrot Comics. What the hell kind of name is that? Apparently apparently he's got some New York Comic Con variants. Yeah, he's got the Andrew Curry. Yeah, he's got several. I think the prices are jacked up a little bit here. Yeah, they definitely are. There's the Shabina Hello Darkness number 15. Print run 550. He's asking $130. Holy crap. And a Cherry 24. That's also a New York Comic Con exclusive. $250. That's definitely not a $250 book. That's probably $100, 80 to $100. So yeah, so this is basically somebody who went to the con, secured a limited number of these books, and is reselling them. So it's a reseller. I don't know. I don't know if that's $60. I mean, maybe that's a good deal. I don't know. I have to think about it. I do like that Marian Heretic cover by Shabina, so I don't know. I'll have to see if maybe eBay will be cheaper. You never know. A lot of times, if it's a $25, $30 book, you'll get eBay sellers that will sell it for, you know, $10 over what they pay. I don't know why. You're paying seller fees. It's kind of stupid. You're gonna make $10, you know, $15. Seems insane to me, but there's people that do that all the time on eBay. I don't know. I don't quite get that. If I'm selling a book on eBay, I'm getting at least twice what I'm asking at least twice what I paid for the book. Because you figure with seller fees, that's what 13 to 15% that you're going to pay that. So that knocks off a lot of your profit. Yeah. Boom Studios booth at the con. So that's where that book's available. I'm going to keep my eyes open. I think I feel like I could get a better deal than $60 for that book. So I don't know. I like that. I like that Marian Heretic book. Larry says you see the Noji Sans Pizza Dye Ash Can New York Comic Con variant. Let me take a look at that. Pizza Dye Ash, is that what it's called? Pizza Dye Ash. All right, let's take a look. I'm sure there's a Google image for it already. What was that artist's name again? Hold on a second. Oh, Noji San. Yeah, I'm familiar with that artist. Oh, somebody posted a picture on Instagram. Pizza Dye. There we go. All right. Yeah, that looks cool. Is that the cover? Pizza by Jeff Ter Art. I don't know if that's the cover. I don't know if that's the cover or not. Maybe that's the wrong cover. Here's another listing. Oh, is that it? Yeah, that looks like it. Okay. Is that it? It kind of looks like Noji San's artwork. Oh, Larry Joe says no. It looks like pinup art. Okay. Well, I probably should just go to Noji. It's probably on Noji San's Instagram, right? I would think. There she is. Oh yeah, I do have that cover right there. The Lady Bullseye. Oh, that's right. She did that Rivals cover. Yeah. Okay. I don't see it on her Instagram. Um, what is this? Chapter no. Jimbo Salgado did a variant cover. Interesting. Oh well, I'm sure. I'm sure we'll see it at some point. I probably could look through Cover Price. Cover Price pretty much has every exclusive listed. I only went through like 7 or 8 pages last night. I think there's like 30 pages of exclusives, which is just crazy. Like, I don't know how you could even attempt. Larry Joe says it's cover F. Okay, I'm sorry, Larry Joe. I couldn't find it, but I'm sure we'll locate it at some point. But yeah, I do like Noji San's artwork for sure. So thank you for letting us know about that. Let's go to Cover Price. Maybe I can find it there. So this is a good resource if you want to like get a view of all the different exclusives. And okay, there's 18 pages. I think each page has about 20. By the way, I was looking at this Aftermath. I was almost going to buy it. Comic Kingdom Creative. It's a Canadian store. Is the publisher because it's Blame Canada. Blame Canada Publishing is the name of the company. Blame Canada. That sounds about right. That's fucking Canada, you know. Blame Canada. It is a nice cover there by Souza Maaka. Somebody's trying to get somebody's attention using their breasts. There's a graffiti version variant and the pink version variant. I like them both a lot, but I think the pink looks really good. The problem was this is a $25 book, but because it's coming from Canada, which has, shipping costs are higher. There's import charges, I don't know, export charges, whatever there is. Customs, I guess maybe that's what it is. Customs charges. You're paying basically $25 for the book and another $25 for the shipping. So it's going to cost you $50 to get one of those variants. Now it is limited to 250. They don't list a price here at what it's going for at New York Comic Con. So that's the only problem. I almost pulled the trigger. I mean, I do like that cover a lot. I'm a big Sozo fan as well, but $50, yeah, I don't know. I passed. Let's put it this way. I passed on it. All right, let's go to, I'm only on page 2. I want to go to page, I'm going to help Larry. I want to highlight Larry's book here. So let's find Pizza. It's probably on like page 11. Let's see if I'm right. I think I might be right. Page 11. We're at the O's. Man, there's so many covers. I've not even heard of most of these books. So many of them though aren't real comic books. They're like, oh, here it is, Pizza Die. All right. Cover E. Let's go to the next page. Page 12. Cover F. There it is. Oh yeah, that is a nice pinup cover. Very cool. I like it. I dig it. It's very, very good. If you told me that was Shabina, I probably would have believed you. It kind of looks like a Shabina cover. Pretty similar. Yeah, I like it. So where you can get that, I don't know. Obviously at the con. But yeah, I like it. Very cool. All right. Pop Kill. Oh, by the way, these Ginny Frizen Pop Kills, I think that's probably um, I think that's probably the best looking. I don't know. I'm biased though. I mean, I am biased. I like Frizen a lot. I think her covers are really really solid. She's amazing artist. She's got great vision, and I do like this cover. It's just it's simplistic. You know, it's not very complicated, but it just pops, man. I don't pop kill, no pun intended. It's just a nice cover. So the foil and metal sets went up for sale today. $200 a set, limited to only 50 sets. So that's definitely a very, very low print run, especially for a Frizen. I mean, 100, 200 copies of a Frizen book is usually 3 times value in the secondary market. So I've already seen the sets on eBay for $700, and with a $200, retail cost originally was 200. So that is definitely, in my humble opinion, definitely one of those sought after comic books at New York Comic Con for sure. All right. Let's see. We've got. Oh, here's the other one. Pop Kill. Bird City. Yeah, I did grab this from Bird City. I almost forgot. I buy so many Shabina books. I can't keep track. I did pre-order the Shabina cover here from Bird City. There's the naughty version. And there's the regular. So the regular was limited to 150, and the naughty version was limited to 100. Just another great Shabina cover. And I did grab that from Bird City. So again, I mean, that's what, 3 different Shabina covers, I think, right? Pop Kills, Marion the Heretic, and Pinocalypse. So 3 different books she's done covers for exclusively for New York Comic Con. I mean, definitely one of the hot artists going today. Massive Publishing. I mean, they stumbled into brilliance, getting her signed up to do a bunch of exclusive covers for them. It's panning out. I think it's given them definitely a boost in the arm as far as making a lot more people aware of Massive Publishing for sure. Pinup art, man, it's been around since what, the 1920s, maybe even before that. So it's been around it forever, and you're always going to have people that want to buy pinup type art. So yeah, I think Shabina is in a good place. I mean, I think her work is going to be in constant demand for quite some time. Just like Frizen. I mean, Frizen, I wouldn't say Frizen is exactly, doesn't exactly qualify as a pinup artist, but she's definitely had, covers that reflect that. But Shabina is just, yeah, Shabina perfectly encapsulates that pinup art style. All right, so that's that one. So I think this is kind of like where I ended last night. I don't think I got much past here. I do like that Josh Burns cover. That one's pretty good. The little pug trying to grab himself something there. So that cover looks cool. Let's go down here through the list. So I'm basically just looking at it at the same time I'm showing you. And if something catches my eye, I'm going to highlight it. Stuart Sager, he always does a nice job. That's his cover for Post Malone's Big Rig #3. This chick has 4 arms, apparently. Yeah, let's see if we can find something else. Here's another. What's that one? It looks like an Archie book. Real Horror Presents Pendant #1, limited to 150. Self-published. I don't know what the heck that is. We'll skip past that. All right, next page. Let's keep looking here. I don't want. Yeah, I'm kind of. If I see something that looks kind of interesting, I'm gonna talk about it a little bit. Skinbreaker, Perio. I saw Perio on a Whatnot live stream last night. He's always pretty good. Got some Halloween themed covers. Something is Killing the Children. David Parator did a cover. Very nice. I like that. That's a Trinity Comics exclusive. Oh yeah, here's another one I like. E.M. Gist. I've had Gist on my show. Really nice guy. Eric's awesome. Yeah, he did a good job on that one. It's bloody hell. It's a bloody hell. It's good. It's definitely bloody. I like it. Yep, that's a good one. All right, what else we got here? There's going to be a ton of Something is Killing the Children covers. Here's a John Boy Myers cover. That's a spot foil or blood spot, whatever it is. Very interesting. Martin Simmons did a cover. That one's pretty cool. Ooh, I like that one. I like it. That's going to be through Scott's Collectibles. Connecting Virgin variant, limited to 400. That's not too low. That's good. That makes that somewhat attainable. Oh, we've got blind boxes. What is this? Comes with, what is that, beer? Looks like beer. 121 proof. What the hell is that? Is that like vodka soda cans? I don't know what that is, but very interesting. Something is Killing the Children. A monster walks into a bar. Yeah, here's the Andrew Curry. That one's kind of cool. That's a gilded version, so I guess they I don't know if they paste on some kind of foil, gilded foil on there. Maybe there's a different process. I don't know. That's the old sock puppet. So they did different versions. That one's kind of cool. I like the coloring on that. There's another one. Yeah, art's awesome on that. Andrew Curry. I've got a battle. I have a Battle Beast cover that he did. That looks pretty awesome. It's also gilded. What else we have here? Oh, yeah, I like this artist too. Ito. He is a watercolor artist. Yeah, but it just, I don't know. It like David Mack's a watercolor artist too and does some beautiful work, but Ito's colors are just they pop more, I think, is what I'm trying to say. I like that cover a lot. 150, limited to 150 Virgin foils. A&Z Comics blind bag. So that's only available in buying a blind bag, which is only sold through eBay Live. Oh man, I wonder how much those packs are going for. Jesus. Oh boy. I don't know. eBay Live. Let's see if there's anybody on there right now. Seller Spotlight. Comics. Let's see. Nathan Serdi is doing a live stream right now. He's got 68 people. He's got the most people of any comic book live stream right now. Yeah, I don't see anybody else there that's. Yeah, okay. So let's move down the list here. Jenny Frison. Don't know if that's the same. Yeah, I think that's the same cover, but the New York Comic Con is going to have foil, and they added the blood there. But I do remember ordering the 1 in 25 incentive, which is basically this grayscale cover minus the blood, the red. It's a nice effect. I like it. Limited to 200 copies. Only available in Something is Killing the Children comic packs, which are $60 a pack. So you got a chance to get the black and white Virgin Bloody Spot cover. This is the regular Virgin foil. So those are the two, and that's also only available in those packs. So you got to purchase a $60 pack. Peach did a cover. Something's Killing Children. And the sketch, of course. All right. Oh, man. It's almost 11 o'clock. Yeah, no wonder I'm tired. My body starts to shut down around 10:30, 11 o'clock. So you're starting to see, if you see me yawn a few times, it's probably, my body's probably telling me, like, what the hell are you doing? Spider-Man 94, bunch of covers on that one. John Guion. Yeah, Crane. Interesting. Spider-Man and Wolverine. Looks like Dan Panosian. It has a blood foil cover. Only available in Whatnot trading packs. Crazy. There you go. I mean, the comic book industry is becoming. I feel like it's becoming almost like sports cards, right? Where people are ripping open packs. Yeah, Larry, you and I have similar tastes. I like that Itto variant as well. I think that really looks good. Yeah, I probably should blow this up. You really can't see what I'm looking at. Blow that up so you can see a little bit better. By the way, has everybody seen that Stan Lee autographed? They've got a machine that basically replicates the signature perfectly of Stan Lee. Yeah, so it's like an auto. It's like Joe Biden's auto pen, right? You think that, oh, Joe Biden signed that? No, he didn't. It was auto pen. That's exactly what it is. So they have a Stan Lee auto pen that can sign things. It's an exact replica of his signature, but obviously we know that it's not Stan Lee. The problem with that is there needs to be something that really lets people know, hey, this is an auto pen. So there needs to be some type of trademark after they do the signature, in my opinion, that kind of lets people know that, oh yeah, this is not really a Stan Lee signature, it's the auto pen. So I don't know. That's one of the new things now, perhaps. So when's Kirby's auto pen coming out? Is that the next one? We're going to see a Kirby, Jack Kirby auto pen. But I could see people doing that, buying these Stan Lee, covers by various artists and getting that auto pen signature on it. Some people, that's as close as you're going to get, maybe, without spending crazy money, to having a replicated signature on your comic book. Let's see, we're getting closer to the end here. Street Sharks, #1. Bjorn Berens did a nice cover. Yeah, I see sharks on the street all the time. That makes sense. You got a Turtles book. A couple of different variants there. Casey Jones. All right, let's go to the next page. Oh, we're getting close to the end. Page 15 of 18. A lot of these books, a lot of these exclusives, they want you to be able to buy packs to get them, apparently. I see that. I kind of like that one. Garrett Gunn did a cool cover. It's kind of a what was that comic? Cup and Straw or something like that. I don't know. Cup and something. It kind of reminds me of that art, that type of artwork. Gonzo did a cover. It's definitely recognizable right away. Oh yeah, Top Shelf. Again, Top Shelf. I like watching their live streams on Whatnot because they'll rip open packs, and the person just paid $280 for this pack, and you get 3 comic books. They're all very limited. There's only whatever print runs 50 to 100, sometimes less, and you just don't know what you're going to get. You might get a foil variant. You might get who knows what. So here's an example. Jimbo Salgado, good artist. I mean, I've got behind me here a Jimbo Salgado. Where is it? Yeah, right here. I mean, that's a. I love his Transformers. I mean, I think that Casey Jones book looks good too, but he's probably my favorite artist on Transformers is Jimbo Salgado. This is my favorite Transformer cover of all time. I love this cover. This is, I think it's number Transformers. I think it was like number 17 or something like that. It's a color. There is a black and white version of this as well, which is cool. But you can't beat the color version. It's a foil. It looks so good. I paid and so normally this book used to be like $250 to $300. I found somebody that sold to me for like $160, which is really cheap. This is normally $250 to $300, pretty easily. But I think lately the price of some of these, they've been coming down a little bit. So you might be able to get this under $200 now. But I love that. I love the cover, man. It's so cool. And you get this little, whatever, COA trading card with it. It's so good. That's my favorite Transformer cover of all time. And it's Megatron. So, yeah, I love that cover. Such a good cover. All right. Let's get back on track here. So that's a Jimbo Salgado. Casey Jones #1. Looks like they've got different color. They've got a green tinted, a green version, and a blue version. What else we got here? There's another Salgado cover. Shredder. That one's cool. I like it. Oh yeah, I did see this one. That one looks pretty cool. That's Andrew Curry's Shredder cover. That is pretty cool. And it's gilded. It's got that gilded gold on it too, which is awesome. I like that. Limited to only 75 and only available in Battle Beast Shredder blind bags. See, again, you can't even buy it. You got to buy these blind bags, and the more you buy them, the more blind bags you buy, the better your chances are. If you want that, I want that gilded one because there's only 75 of those. Yeah, good luck, man. It's luck of the draw. Luck of the draw. All right, we got some Transformer covers here. Clayton Crane. Looks like Optimus Prime is on the toilet. Is that what he's doing? What is he doing? Is he sitting on the toilet taking a shit? He's taking a Cybertronic turd. I don't know. Doesn't it look like he's sitting on, I know he's sitting down on something, but it looks like he's sitting on the toilet and working on a he's working on a tough one there. Oh boy. That's kind of what it looks like. This made me laugh. Here's another one here. Kevin Malakwi. I don't know who that is. Malakwi. Whoa, hey, that's too close, man. What am I doing? Trying to, let me, Jesus, hold on a second here. What am I doing? Yeah, maybe it'll be better. There we go. I like that cover. That's very good. Limited to 300, only $20 at the con. Looks like Comic Mint and KRS may have it online. It's a 12th print of Transformers #1. Transformers number 23. Here's another Jimbo Salgado cover. Only available in their mystery packs. 300 of those bad boys in existence. Yeah, it's good. I like my you can't beat my Megatron cover, man. Everything is pales in comparison to my Megatron cover by Salgado. What is going on here? So we had Optimus on the toilet. It looked like Optimus taking a shit. What is this guy doing? Is he in prison? It looks like he's bent over. I don't know what's going on here. I'm not sure. It's good art. I mean, it's very good. That is by Vlad Legostav. As you can tell, I'm getting tired. I'm starting to get kind of silly here. I don't know. Hey. A lot of Transformer books. Holy crap. Ooh, Jay Lee did one. Megatron. That's awesome. I like that one. And the price is free. How can it be free? It says here that it's free. Booth 2821. It says Walmart limited to 750. I guess it's free. I don't know. It's a pretty cool cover. I like it. I'd grab it if I was there. Man, there's a bunch of Jimbo covers here. This is Transformers 25. There's Starscream. Starscream, right? Salgado cover. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. That one's really good too. That's a connecting cover. Yeah, it looks like these are all Decepticon connecting covers. So that one connects obviously to this one because you can see the arms. So let's say that's the first cover. That's the second one on the right-hand side of it. All right. So that's kind of cool. People love to do those connecting cover deals. It's my good friend Livio Ramondelli. He's been on my channel before. I've had him on. Really nice guy, very humble. He also does a really good job of drawing Transformers. He's done some really cool Transformer books in the past. I think I have a couple copies of some Transformer books that he did the cover on. I like that one. That one's cool. Again, Transformers 25, man, there is a ton of covers. There's a lot. I bet there's another page full of Transformer covers. Let's see. Yep. It continues. Shelby Robertson. Yeah, I did see that one also at Comic Kingdom Creative. It's kind of a cool effect. It's almost like remember Marvel was doing those warping covers, like the face would warp. I call them warping covers. A couple of years ago, they started making those. I think it started with Incredible Hulk, if I'm not mistaken. Or I think at the time it was Immortal Hulk or something. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. Looks cool. I like it. The art's good on that one. Tyler Kirkham did a couple of covers here. There is Optimus and Megatron, and then you've got another one that he did. It's kind of like the opposite, right? Megatron, then Optimus. Those are $45 connecting set. $45 for the set. Those are the two covers that you get. There you go. There's a tribute to Jack Kirby. They just need to have a Jack Kirby auto pen, and then you can get your book signed by Jack Kirby, or Jack Kirby's auto pen. Not actually Jack Kirby, but his auto pen, you know. Eventually, we'll have AI robots that can do all that for us. We won't need a specialized device. It'll be built into your robot. Ultimate Wolverine. All right. By the way, if you're not reading The Invisible Man by James Tynion's doing the writing, it is very, very good. I've read the first 2 issues. I love it. It's fantastic. It's definitely the best written Universal book. I mean, I've read Frankenstein. I've read Creature from the Black Lagoon. They have, there's Dracula. I think there's like at least 4 different titles. This one's the best by far, The Invisible Man. I think it's great. It's really, really well written. The art by Danny inside is really, really good. I kind of dig that cover right there too. That is, who did that cover? Oh, Noji-san. We just talking about Noji. There you go, Noji-san book. Larry, that's right up your alley. You may want to grab that. All right, Larry's got to head out. No problem, my friend. I'm gonna go check out that Good Boy, Red Moon over Kyoto. I'm gonna take a look at that. Thank you for the tip on that, my friend. Thank you. Thanks for coming on the chat there. Thanks, Larry. Any friend of D is a good friend of mine, so you're welcome anytime. All right, what else we got? We're almost near the end. Vampirilla. Now, this was a cover, by the way. I had a Virgin variant of that years ago. It was graded. It was a 9.8 grade. I ended up selling it. I think I paid $100 for it. It was 9.8 and graded. I don't remember if it was signed by Momoko. I don't think it was. I don't think it was signed. But I ended up selling it for like double what I paid. I think I sold it for like 200, 250, maybe even more than that, like 250. That's $100 though. So this is $100 book. Print run's only 100. So yeah, there you go. Man, what the hell's going on with Vampirilla here? Holy Lord. Looks like she's about to explode. All right, a bunch of Vampirilla books. Vampirilla number 5. Manuel Ramirez. Yeah, that's a nice cover. It looks like a Josh Burns, Shannon Mayer or Josh Burns. That's kind of the style of the art there. That's, if you showed that to me and said that was Shannon Mayer or Josh Burns, I would totally believe you. I would easily be convinced of that. Oh man. Yeah, a bunch of, we have Vampirilla Halloween Horror. Mars, I don't know who that artist is. Rudy AO. Interesting. Oh, that's it. Oh no, we got another page. 2 more pages actually. We're in the V's, V Friends. I don't know what the heck that is. But there is a bunch of variants. Oh, Venom number 250. That's a big book. Brooksy did a cover. Peach did a couple, 2 covers. Looks like Big Time Collectibles is doing one of them, and the other one is KRS and Comic Mint. $30 a piece. Tyler Kirkham did a couple covers, different versions. Mitsuhiro Arita did a cover. That's interesting. I don't know what to think about that. Oh, I mentioned this artist last night, uh, Katya Sinyukina. Very good. I don't. It looks like a digital artist, right? Looks like she did a couple covers here for this Wafu Chronicles. I don't know what the heck that is. There's another one. There's another one. Katya. Sounds Russian. I don't know. Maybe she's Russian Mongolian. Who knows? Whatnot Marvel trading packs. Oh, here's some Whatnot Why Not Willies. That's by Jimbo Salgado, it looks like. Again, only available in those top shelf mystery packs. I mean, every time I watch one of those Whatnot live streams, there's 40 to 50 people in there watching and bidding, and there's man, and there's at least 5 or 6 guys that are same guys are buying those packs all the time. It's hilarious. I mean, literally, I'm like, oh yeah, there's that JR guy again buying another pack. I mean, and those guys will spend $500-600 that night, buying all these packs, and then of course, when they hit a certain dollar amount threshold, they get a freebie thrown in. They throw a couple free books in there. Um, yeah, man, it's just, but it's a lot of money. I mean, I think one night one guy dropped like $800 in these packs. I don't know. I feel like that's like some people like to gamble, man. I mean, there's a lot of people that like to gamble. I live, by the way, only about 30 minutes from the Hard Rock Casino in Tampa, and it's a big casino. They have live shows there all the time. I mean, they have a couple of really good restaurants in there, award-winning restaurants. And every time I walk in that casino, man, I get mesmerized watching these old people. It's usually older people, like they're 65 and up typically, and they're sitting at those slot machines and they're just hitting those buttons, staring at the screen like a zombie. And I don't know, to me, it's the funniest damn thing. It's so, I just find it weird. And that's why I feel like these guys, if these guys weren't buying these mystery packs, I think they'd just be at the casino. So I don't know, maybe it's a better deal to do these packs versus a casino. I don't know. I would be that schmuck that would lose all the time if I was just at a casino all the time. Yeah, I don't think I would do very well. But again, these are all connecting covers. People love those connecting covers, man, because it kind of and it's smart because it gets people to buy those packs. They want people to keep buying those packs so they can complete. And I'm the same way. Like if I'm collecting something, I'm usually trying to complete that whatever I'm trying to attain. I want that whole collection of it. So the connecting covers, yeah, there's a lot of people that are going to do that. So it's smart that they designed it that way. Very, very smart. But yeah, a ton of these Why Not Willie covers. Jeez Louise. There's the Akira homage right there. Oh, you got an X-Men 268 homage. That's crazy. Only 50 of those. Damn, that's freaking limited. Dang, 50 only. Holy shit. Those are only available in JF Gambit mystery packs. Oh my god. Wow. Oh, it's not a Star Wars. Yeah, Darth Maul. It's a Darth Maul. There's the Darth Maul homage. Oh, you've got an X-Men number 4 homage. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. I don't know if the inside of those comic books are worth, reading or not, or paying attention to. I have no idea. Witchblade 13. It's a nice cover. Ivan Tao did an exclusive for Witchblade 14. Nathan Zerdy, who's doing a live stream right now on eBay, he did one. Lyrics Lee. Ooh, that's a good Lyrics Lee Wonder Woman. Yeah, I like that one. Very nice for Wonder Woman number 38. KRS and Comic Men have that one. Only 500 copies. Carla Cone did it in Wonder Woman 25. Did a nice job making that lasso glow. A couple different versions of that. No Mas Comics and Capture Collectibles did a Jenny Frison Wonder Woman 25 cover. It's a foil, limited to $800. X-Men Age of Revelation Overture. Addie Granoff did a couple nice cover there. Oh yeah, that one's good too. Lyrics Lee. Yep, that's a nice Psylocke cover. I like that one. Ryan Stegman did one as well for Age of Revelation rather. Oh, they're making Wolverine look like, I don't know what kind of face that is. It doesn't look like Wolverine's face. Extinction Agenda #1. This is an archival comic. Jim Lee did the cover on that. Very nice. Youngblood, of course, Youngblood, you got a couple covers there by Liefeld. And last but not least, Zombie Tramp. So there you go, guys. I think I highlighted, if you watched my show from yesterday and you watched today's show, I pretty much highlighted all the New York Comic Con exclusives. I'm going to end the show by showing off a few books that I think look really cool. Here's one. Predator versus Spider-Man. I think this is issue number 3. This is the second print, 1 in 25, or it might be issue 2. I think it's issue 2. Issue 2, 1 in 25, second printing. In Hookley cover, yeah, art only. It's just really nice. I got a good deal on this book. It's selling for definitely more than I paid. Here's another one. Ji-Hung Lee did a nice cover for Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe. That is the 1 in 100 Virgin variant. This sells for about $150 to $160 on eBay right now. I got it for half that, which is nice. I like that cover though. Very, very cool Ji-Hung Lee cover. Pretty good digital art. I mean, that's what he does. He does a lot of digital art. Here's a David Mack cover. Spider-Man Noir. That's the 1 in 100. And that book's going for over $100. At least it was last time I checked. I don't know. Just a nice cover there by David Mack. I like a Mack cover once in a while. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many shops are ordering 100 copies of Spider-Man Noir. Probably not very many. So that should be a tough book to find, I would think. Marvel Zombies Red Band #1. That is the Ryan Brown cover. Ryan Brown's been on the show. He was my first artist that I interviewed a couple years ago. Really, really nice guy. Him and I had a nice conversation, drinking a pint of beer together. And yeah, he always does a good job. By the way, there is a Spawn Dark Ages cover that he did, the 1 in 50 that's coming out, I think in the next week, or maybe it's coming out this week. That cover is just awesome. It's really, really good. This is DC, Marvel, Deadpool, Batman. That is the Art Germ. I couldn't pass this up. I got this for $50. It's a 1 in 100. I got it for half of ratio. I don't know, I'm a big Art Germ fan, so I was like, yeah, I'll pick it up. I mean, I don't think it's not worth $100, but still, I got it for $50. I got it for half price. Can't beat that. Conan Scourge of the Serpent. This is the glow-in-the-dark cover. I love that. Very, very cool. Who did the cover on that? I think Del Toro did. I think Del Toro did the cover on that, yeah. Nice glow-in-the-dark cover. I like that. This one I just got in the mail recently. This was Absolute Wonder Woman #11. And this is a cover by Muju Monster. It's a foil. It looks foil. Yeah, it's kind of foilish. Muju Monster. She did a really cool "Something Is Killing the Children" cover as well recently. Yeah, I love that cover. Very, very cool. It's kind of hard to see probably with the glare, but yeah, it's a nice foil cover. This is an interesting book. I posted this on Instagram already. This is a Rogue Sun number 26. This is the 1 in 25 variant. That is an homage to Superman versus Spider-Man. I mean, it looks almost identical to it, especially the lettering and all that. Definitely an homage to that cover. And this book, I couldn't get it. I couldn't pre-order it. It was sold out everywhere on pre-order. I tried to get it off Midtown. By the time I logged in, it was gone already. I got this. I was very lucky to find this on eBay for slightly over ratio. So I got it for like $30. I wouldn't take $100 if someone offered me $100 for this. I think this is an awesome cover. These homage covers are always going to be in demand. And how many shops are ordering 25 copies of Rogue Sun? Very few. Very, very few. So this is a tough book to find. I've looked in the last week or two. There's been no copies for sale on eBay. So good luck. You know, I'm telling you, if someone offered me $100 for it, I wouldn't take it. 150, I might. 120, I might consider it. Puppeteer Lee. I'm a big Puppeteer Lee fan. That's Red Hulk, number 8 rather, the 1 in 25. Just a cool looking cover. Total cover by. I like Immortal Hulk, the Incredible Hulk rather, much better than Red Hulk. The Red Hulk story, it's a little long. I mean, he's trying to chase down and get vengeance on Doom. It's just a little. It's a little laborious. I like the regular Incredible Hulk better. At least the writing on that book. Here's a couple other cool books. Detective Comics number 1101. That is a connecting villains cover there by Gabriel Delato. Venom, Black, White, and Blood. I think that's the 1 in 25. I got it cheap. I think I got this for $10. That's why I picked it up. It's a cool cover. I like it. Carlos Gomez did the cover. It's very nice. All new Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider number 2. I like that cover. I can't remember who did it. It's cool though. I like it. Again, I think I got this really cheap. I think I got it for $10. Emma Frost, White Queen number 4. I believe that is the Annie Sue cover. Annie Wu cover. Wu. Not Sue. Wu. Annie Wu. I just thought it looked cool. I don't know. I got it for $10. I was like, yeah, it's a 1 in 25. Anytime you can get a 1 in 25 for less than half ratio, I don't think that's a bad idea. The Pale Knight number 5. I just thought that cover looked cool. Although it's solicited as black and white, and then it came color. I actually would have preferred this more if it was black and white. So I haven't read it yet. I did read the first issue though. Nightwing number 130. This is the Delato cover. I mean, that's a pretty easy choice. I love Delato anyways. He's one of my favorite artists. Another Delato cover, Harley Quinn number 54. There's the Harley Quinn Delato cover. Very cool. This book I picked up. This was a cover buy for me. I haven't bought this series. I think I quit around issue 34, 35. Monstrous. That is issue number 60. I'm a sucker for a red cover. Man, this cover looks so good. I love the red and the dark. Yeah, it's the only problem is I don't know if that's. I'm gonna open up the book. Just watch. This is. I'm not making this up. I didn't plan this. I have never opened this book yet. This is the first time I'm looking at the book, the inside of the book, which I probably won't read it because it's just the writing is just too. It's too long. The dialogue is just too much. I mean, every page is like this. I mean, it's a lot of dialogue. Like, I mean, the art inside's beautiful. What's her name? Does the art? Um, yeah, Santa Takeda. It's a female team, the female writer. That's why it has so much dialogue, by the way. It's written by a female. If you don't know that, females talk at least twice as much as men. And they apparently write twice as much dialogue as well, because that's why I gave up reading the book. I was kind of reading. I was like actually into the book for a while, but it just every issue it was like, all right, let me sit down. This is going to take me 20 minutes. Normally I can read a comic book in probably, um, you know, less than 5 minutes. But with this book, it's like 15-minute ordeal. I mean, it's just too long. Good night, my friend. I know it's almost 12 midnight. I'm gonna wrap this up. I got a couple more books to show, and that's it. But I wanted to show that one off. Just love the cover on that. I probably won't read the book. In fact, I almost guarantee I won't read it because I'm not following the storyline anyways. I quit after issue 30. But that was just a total cover buy. This is Viking Moon #1. That is the 1 in 10, I think, black and white. I just thought that looked cool. A little werewolf in the background there. Another Delato cover, Catwoman #79. Just a beautiful Delato cover there. Yep. And this one, where did I find this book? Yeah, maybe I got this on Midtown. This Ends Tonight #3. I think that's the 1 in 10. It's called the piggyback cover. Someone's giving somebody else a piggyback. Jay Lee cover. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, guys. I think that's it for me. I hope you found the information valuable. At least we had a good discussion. We talked comics. We talked about some exclusives. I showed some comic books that I got in the mail. I wanted to show those off. I will do a show next Wednesday. I'm going to be doing the New Comic Book Day review. So make sure you check that out every Wednesday. And we should be back to a normal every Thursday evening show. Maybe I'll set up an artist in the next few weeks or so. I'm going to make some calls and see if I can get an artist to come on, talk about their art, talk about their process. I've yet to get a writer on. I would love to get a writer on the show. I don't know. That might take more time to find a writer. First of all, I need to find a writer that I like, and there's not as many of those around these days. So, all right, guys. I hope you guys all have a great evening. I'll see you soon.